What is going on, guys? Bacon50 here. Just wanted to bring a video and touch light on something that's been happening a lot during some of my streams and what's been happening to a game that I've been streaming a lot. And that game is Paladins, and the thing that has been happening is Viewbotting. Some of your questions you guys might be asking, like, what the hell is Viewbotting? Viewbotting is basically someone, either the streamer or someone else, purchasing fake viewers or fake chatters. So how it works is the view botter will throw in X amount of fake viewers to help or to at least give that streamer more people in his channel. Even if those people are fake, it will still appear like they're real in the sense of numbers. So that's what it is. And in some instances, they'll have the chatter bots that will talk, and they'll pull from a box that will say, hey, or what's up, how you doing, blah blah blah. They won't respond to you, but they'll say something to make it seem less fake, make them seem less fake. Why viewbot? Now there's a couple of different reasons why someone might viewbot. The biggest is basically to help, like if it's a streamer, it's to help their channel grow. If it's somebody who's doing it to a streamer, it's to troll that streamer or try and get that particular streamer banned. I think we can all agree that that's pretty messed up on both accounts. But that's why someone would do it. It would help them appear higher on the game list. So if you were to click on Call of Duty, and you'd see that there's somebody streaming with 2,000 people in it. Well, if someone who has 30 people in it might be like, damn, I'm not really getting any more people. I've kind of built my community on another game, and these people are just my regular viewers, but we're not getting any new follows. So I'm going to go and I'm going to buy these view bots, and now it's going to look like I have a few more people than the person who's who's the highest on the list. And then more people will click on him just because he's more accessible than other people are, or than the others are, because he's right there. He's number one. He's going to be the first person that most people will click on, at least at first. So that's why people are doing it. Before I talk about like what it does to Paladins or what it does to Paladin streamers, I think I should talk about the state of Paladins, the state of the game. Right now, there just isn't that big of a community in Paladins for viewing it in that case. Right now, as I'm making this video, there are 16 people streaming the game, and there's only 67 viewers. So if if you divide that up, it's not a lot of people per per streamer. It just isn't. It's about 4 viewers per stream. That's just not that big compared to some of the other ones. And so what the view bots do is then whoever's number one, they'll pick that person, and boom, that person looks like they have 70 people, and it looks like they're really popular, so people will join that. And also what it does is it will move Paladins up on the game list. So if you go to twitch.tv and you go browse their games, it will show you, League of Legends, CSGO, they got thousands, tens of thousands of people watching them. Sometimes hundreds of thousands of people watching them, depending on if there's an event going on. But if you scroll down, it will slowly trickle down in numbers, and then soon, you'll reach the games that have 50 people watching them. But to find that game, it takes time. But if someone if someone's viewbot someone, and now there's 300 people in the stream, they're going to be higher on that list, which means more people, hopefully you'll bring in more people, because it's that much more accessible than, being 15 than being 50th on that list. So that's kind of a big another reason why someone might viewbot. Now, I don't know who it is. I don't know exactly why, but it doesn't really matter, right? It just matters that it's happening. And as a community, as a streaming community, and as people who watch Paladin streams, we all just need to know. We need to know that that's happening, so that we don't get tricked into thinking that everyone who has a high view count is viewbotting, and everyone who is being viewbotted is doing it to themselves. Because I honestly don't think very many of them are now. I think a lot of people are being viewbotted. For whatever reason, I think a lot of people are. What it does to Paladins as a game is it can discredit it because of, having fake viewers. But what it does is it really just moves it up higher on the list. It doesn't do much towards discrediting Paladins all that much. The only way that it would do that is if somehow it was proven that like High Res was doing it to the streamers, which I don't think that that's the case. But that would be the only way that it would really discredit the game. um what it does to Paladin streamers is it does discredit those streamers. And it doesn't do it to the people who've been watching them regularly, but it can do it for the new people who are just joining the game and joining that streamer's community. Because if people are new to the streamer and all of a sudden they see, oh, 80 people are in here and no one chats, it teaches that new person that their chat is dead, that they have fake views, and that they're desperate. And that honestly can destroy a small stream or even a big stream. Even if someone who is generally liked and has, and generally well known, if you find out that the 600, 700 people who watch them on a constant basis, 300 of them are fake, that kind of changes your perspective on that streamer. So, and it can really, really hurt the smaller ones because there isn't that gap of other or other viewers who's really going to help. So that's what it's doing. That's what it's doing to the Paladin streamers and what it can do for the Paladins, the game in general. Another big question really is, can we stop it? As a community, how do we stop it? Is it possible to stop? The answer is really no. You can't really stop it because people who troll are going to troll. You can ban the people who are doing it, but they can still throw in the bots to your channel. Which is hard and it's annoying, but it's just there, and that's why I'm making this video, is to let everyone be aware and to make people aware that this is happening and this is a problem, but as we can't really do much. We just have to kind of let it go and be there for the streamer that you support, because it most likely will happen to them if you're watching a Paladin streamer, if it hasn't already. What do we do? What can we? I just said that we can't stop it. But there are ways to combat it in a different way. Than just, outright getting it to go away. As a streamer, there's a few things you can do. Initially, what I do as a streamer is I tweet out at Twitch support. Instantly, I say, hey, I'm being viewbotted, this is what's happening. Because I feel like that kind of helps secure me in the sense of me not getting banned. Because why would I tattletale on myself? You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. The other thing that you can do is start using this program called Stream Hatchet. I'm not sponsored by Stream Hatchet. I'm not partnered. This isn't paid or anything. This is just a program that I use that I think is the best thing that you can use right now, especially to catch this problem. So what Stream Hatchet is an analytics site for your stream. You can see how many concurrent viewers you have. You can see how many new follows you've gotten, any new subscribers, total donations, the time that you've been streaming, the new chatters you have, the activity log, so how many people are chatting, and it shows you graphs and all this stuff. One thing that it really shows is how many people are regular viewers, your new chatters, and non-logged in viewers. And this is an easy way to catch viewbots, because yesterday when I was streaming, I had about 15 people in chat. This was about 30 to 45 minutes within me starting the stream, and all of a sudden, boom, 86 people. But when I looked at Stream Hatchet, it shows that like 70-something aren't logged in viewers. That's an easy way to catch a viewbot. So all I did was I took a picture and I sent it to Twitch support. That shows them, like, why would I send that picture if I was doing it myself? So I send them that. They know. Maybe they can come and check it out, and they can trace it and see where it goes from the viewer list. It's just a way as a streamer to protect yourself. As a community, basically there's not much you can do besides to keep continuing to support that streamer and helping by retweeting or tweeting out Twitch support that this is happening to them, and not them doing it to themselves, not using the viewbot to help themselves. It's someone's using it to screw with them. But that's basically the gist of what's happening, and I've seen it a lot with Paladins and with streamers. The other day on Sunday, they had the beginning of the qualifiers for the Paladins 100K Founders Tournament. Within like the first 10-15 minutes, there was about 200 people inside the stream, which would be normal for an event of this size, which isn't that big, but people knew what it was, so people were joining in pretty quickly. Within 15 minutes now, all of a sudden, there's 2.5K. It just didn't make sense for how small the community is. Like I mentioned, 16 people streaming, 61 or 67 viewers, however many I said. It just doesn't add up for how many people stream the game and for how many people play the game and watch it. It just doesn't make sense for there to be that many people. So we can see that it's been a problem, and we don't know where it's coming from. But as long as people know and they continue to just support the stream and do what needs to be done as a community, like tweeting it out and trying to make it known, so that somehow, some way, Twitch or some some governing body of Viewbotting can stop it. That's the best thing that we can do, and it's really the only. I know that that's a bummer and it's hard to hear because it can hurt the person that you really like to watch. But if you continue to support that person and not get annoyed and not get deterred, it will eventually stop. Because anything that I've ever learned about trollers or people who get a rise out of annoying people or making fun of people is if you acknowledge that it's happening and you don't lose your cool, they'll stop, because it's no fun. The whole reason of the joke or the prank or whatever it is to get a rise out of those people, is to get people to be upset about it. And as long as you don't do that, it's boring. They'll go do it to somebody else who fucking rages and rages and rages until they're on the ground hysterically laughing. But as long as we don't do that, they'll stop, because there's no point, and it's just a waste of money. So if we can waste their money, why not, right? They're not helping us. Why should we help them? One thing that I just want to mention really quick before we end this video, which is funny because as I was just talking about how there was 16 people streaming and 60 some odd viewers watching, as I was just about to stop the video and render it out and get it all exported so that I could load it up onto my channel, I refreshed the Paladins stream or the Paladins game page for Twitch, and boom, someone's streaming and they've got 80 some odd people watching and there's 5 people in the chat list. It's just ironic that I'm making a video about Viewbotting and then boom, there it is. And again, I'm not saying that this person is doing it, because I've never seen it happen to this person before, and I watch Paladins a lot, so I know a lot of the streamers that it happens to. But it is happening again. I'm sitting here making a video about it, and it wasn't happening 5 minutes ago, and now it's happening as we speak right now. So it's just ridiculous. But if you guys have any ideas on how to combat the Paladins Viewbotting or whatever it is, please put that down into the. If you guys have any idea on how to combat the Viewbots on Paladins, please put a comment down below, and I'll definitely give it a test if it happens again. But it's something that we as a community try and either ignore or try and make known so that new people know about it and that they know that it's a problem and it's not our fault. But other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.